All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about that because that means if they click somewhere on it, they're not simply scrolling on by. And also, if they click somewhere on it, we know our ad has entered their brain, which means that's the only chance that we can get them to buy from us, is getting our ad into their brain. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. If we got 6%, we got something super wrong. If we're under 6%, we got something super wrong. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It's super common. I see it everywhere, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. And so we got building up our universe here, we got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented this. Basically, we're going to leave the current ad, we duplicate it, and we apply treatment to the duplicated Boudoir Facebook ad. It takes about a week. Then after a week, we keep whichever one running is the one that has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. So once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. So our ad is going into more than 6 out of every 100 women's brains. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe, a BLCS universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is easy. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And then we can achieve pre-click alignment. And we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, my residency went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to the hospital. One of them, brought it back, tested it, found its unique CTR all was 4.3%. So that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week, got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand on the original, now all they need to do is spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and in both scenarios get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, they don't have to spend anymore. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, an efficiency bonus, because they no longer have to spend it. So it's it's like $40K bonus over the next 12 months. And, don't need to, literally do not need to service any clients, literally no extra work. It's simply by eliminating the wasted spend. All right, second part of my residency, found a Boudoir Facebook ad at unique CTR all 1.39%. So we knew that BLCS is present because unique CTR all under 6%. So BLCS is present. So duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So insanely good, much better. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So again, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month with the new Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ads into the same number of women's brains, in both scenarios. So $8,400 wasted ad spend each month, eliminated, back in their pocket. It's literally like $100,000 bonus at the end of the next 12 months. And finally, had a patient, unique CTRL. He had 5.03%, so we know that BLCS was present. Did a lot more work with this one, treating it with Boudoir Pico. And it took about a week. And we found out that, so we went from 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then we got it up to unique CTRL 15.35%, which is insanely good. And found out he was wasting, his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if he's spending $10,000 a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, then all he has to do is spend $3,300 on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets his ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So literally he can stop paying that $6,700 a month, pocket that, and once he pockets that, he can actually, it's kind of like a phantom extra bonus every month. And at the end of it, it's like an $80,000 extra bonus. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, from what I've seen, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Since it's when, look at these numbers here. We got wasting 37% of ad spend, wasting 84% of ad spend, wasting 67% of ad spend. And you average these numbers, it's going to average between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending more than $10,000 a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then approximately $5,000 every single month being wasted. We can eliminate that, put that back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, literally every single month, approximately. And so at the end of 12 months, it's approximately $60,000 back in their pocket. They don't have to do any extra work for. All right, so now we're here. We're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it as BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got here. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we're trusting Facebook, that what they tell us we should fill out in our ad is what we actually should fill out in our ad, because that'll bring us more results. That is better for us. But the consequence of this, actually, when we do this more and fill out all these fields, more women are actually scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads, not clicking anywhere, ads not entering the women's brains, and we actually are wasting money on those impressions. So we get more women scrolling on by, fewer women clicking on our ad. And Facebook actually loves this because Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, earn more money per unit time, where we're wasting more money per unit time. Second, we're going to look at the creative here. So we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our ad should look like an ad, because that's how we see other Facebook ads. They look like ads. Other Boudoir Facebook ads, they look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, but basically everyone I've seen, or every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen, has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, decreasing or contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking up here, first 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed. That's all that's going to show. So, frontline healthcare workers, you are the warriors. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we got a little bit of context here, but we're lacking a lot of context. So it's the lack of context mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe that we have enough context that we're not filtering out too many people from clicking into our ad, but in fact, the less context we have, actually, the fewer people will be clicking into our ad up to a point. So we haven't maxed out the context, or we need to get more women clicking in, which means we have way more women scrolling by than necessary, pulling our unique CTR under 6% and contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so after looking at all this, my diagnosis is yes, I do believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTR all under 6%. All right, so if you're a BLCA, Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to, save, eliminate, put back in your pocket approximately, 5K a month, approximately 60K over the next year by eliminating the wasted spend, getting rid of it, and you decide you want to do this now because you've optimized other parts of the business, pulled profit out, but you want to pull profit out of the Facebook ads part of your business now because you see the market getting, more and more saturated, more boudoir photographers every day. It seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up their Google business profile or a new camera. They're posting in the mom groups. Then shoot me a DM and, well, shoot me a DM when my new patient intake happens, when I'm open for new patient intake. So right now my DMs are closed. I'm not accepting any new patients right now, but shoot me a DM once the new patient intake opens again.